the early detection test, so I had to use the first morning's pee, and it's quite early and I just couldn't hold it in. So I woke him up. Should we have a look?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared. There's like a really faint line. Can you see it?
A little bit.
It says, if you see a line, no matter how faint you're pregnant. I could have potentially done it too early by accident. I don't know. Taki, I don't know.
I wish it was clearer, but I can't see a line.
We're gonna have to wait and do another one, or just wait and see if my period comes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can wait that much. I just want to do like a million pregnancy tests every day, because I need to know. So yesterday we did the test with the line so faint that we weren't sure if it even counted as a faint line, because they do say that faint lines still mean you're pregnant. But it was so faint that we were just we just considered that a question mark.
Yeah.
And then today I was just about to do a wee before going and running a bath, and I said to Alex, I've got one more of these early detection pregnancy tests, so I'm just going to do it, seeing as I need a wee. But I just happened to look at it before the 3 minutes were up and see a much clearer line. Like, as a proper line. You're handling it really well.
I've been quite stoic about it.
Whereas I just kind of sat there sweating, looking at the test for like 20 minutes. Going, oh my god. Oh my god. And I was sort of convincing myself that it's gone wrong and I'm not really pregnant, so I want to do another test and then another one and another one. Tucky's gonna be an uncle. When we found out, Tucker walked in. Literally, I just went up to Alex, showed him it, started crying and cuddled him, and from behind us we had ah! That's what his meow sounds like. Ah! I'm currently 4 weeks pregnant. Very tired. Struggling to be productive and do anything. I've been looking at that pile of washing that needs to be put away for about 2 hours. I'm watching so many movies with Alex lately. Normally I don't like have any patience for films because I get a bit restless, and so I'm just not really in the mood to watch films. But I've been so just wanting to like lay down and bring all my pillows down and arrange them on the sofa. Oh, it's really nice though. It's my favourite bit of the evening now. I've got in a routine of bringing all my pillows from my bed downstairs on the sofa, and I make just like the comfiest little nook that I can. Our sofa's really uncomfortable and horrible, but bringing all those pillows down there, it's like laying in candy floss. I'm going through more wheeze than I've ever gone for in my life. I'm still tired, but I haven't had the same level of fatigue as I did week 2. I was so exhausted, like my muscles, it felt like I'd done hours of exercise, but at the same time I had this really strong like nesting instinct, which I always get like that before my period anyway. I always want to just spend a week indoors on my own tidying the house, so I really wanted to do that, but I was so tired that I didn't really get a lot done. I've had quite a few mild cramps. I have been emotional. I'm always a bit emotional though, and even hormones aside, like finding out I'm pregnant is gonna put me in a pretty emotional state. But the morning that I found out I was pregnant, but before I found out I was pregnant, I'd followed this cat on Instagram and I was going through all its posts, falling in love with this cat, and then literally after like half an hour I realised the cat had actually died a year ago. And I started crying. I've cried over Instagram cats before, but I really felt that one, like that really upset me. I'm 5 weeks pregnant right now, and today is the first day that I've actually felt it affect my mood. And I'm almost certain that it's the hormones, because I have zero reason why I would feel like this. I've got some stressful things going on, but I haven't felt this bad in a very, very long time. I feel like I did when I was very depressed, and I had a little cry last night and I feel a bit emotional now. And then the final straw, what made me have a meltdown, was that I sort of cracked my little toenail a little bit, so it's just like really painful all the time, and I was trying really hard to like snip it and file it down and make it bearable, and I just couldn't bloody do anything about it, and then I just had a meltdown. That was last night, and today I've just been struggling so much. I'm walking around tidying up and I just want to cry, and I just want to like tear things up and throw things, and I'm so angry and annoyed. Yeah, I'm just feeling very down today, and I've been having some cramps as well, and my boobies been sore. So after the day where I'm just washing some sweet potatoes by the way, after the day where I was really down and depressed, the next day I had a completely different experience. I'm assuming this is hormones. All day I was thinking about how much I love Alex and how lucky I am and how sweet he is, and he's so cute, I love him, and he's so good and he does so much, and I couldn't wait for him to come home from work and hug him. It was just like a complete turnaround from the day before. I just felt so lovey. gross in a good way. I'm still having cramps, and so like they're pretty consistent. I get them every day, and sometimes they're mild, but at least I'd say twice a day I have one that properly is sort of, I stop and I go ow, 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 because it actually really hurts. I've read so much saying it's normal, not to panic about it, it's growing pains, it's my body stretching and changing, but I still can't help but worry. You know, it's pains in my tummy, and it's just not I don't know, it's just worrying because you don't know what's happening, and I haven't had any official appointments yet, so no one said to me like, yeah, everything's fine. It's a rainy Tuesday. I'm 6 weeks and a few days off, 7 weeks pregnant. I'm just so tired. It's like when the microphone comes in shot in a film or something. This is my little fuzzy microphone. He's reaching down with his little paw and touching the screen. He just moved the focus. Tucky, you just made it focus on the wall. Oh, here he comes. Yes. That's what you get for coming near me. Being all cute, you get a cuddle. Today is possibly the sickest I've felt so far. I've not been sick at all yet, but I've had quite a few moments of like almost feeling really travel sick. I've been struggling to do the washing up today because the smell of it is making me gag. The smell of putting things in the bin. Just saying that is making me want to gag. Everything is disgusting and stinky. Except you. Your fur smells nice. Feeling very unproductive, but still happy and excited. I'm happy to feel sick. It's a sign, you know, it's something, because I'm so desperate for like information and some peek into what's going on with little honeybee. It's the size of a honeybee at the minute, with a little bee inside me. So that's just something tangible. Like, I feel sick, woo! I'm managing to eat little like combinations of snacks more than I am full meals. None of this I had to cook, and cooking things is just repulsive to me at the minute. I had pesto pasta last night, a green kale based and basil garlic pesto pasta with sun-dried tomatoes, and I really enjoyed that, though it made me feel a little bit sick afterwards because the taste of garlic will just be in your mouth like till you wake up the next day, and even afterwards then maybe, and that made me feel a bit grim, but I enjoyed it because it felt fresh. I've really gone off just anything that's like greasy at all or oily or fried. My tummy, I don't have a bump yet, but there's definitely like a bloating that doesn't go away. It's like a tiny little starter bump. We just got back from our first midwife appointment. Got a massive pack, which walking out and walking down the street is like holding a sign going, I'm pregnant. I've got my first pot to pee in of many. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't actually see what I look like exactly, but I feel like it's not great. I really wanted to do the washing up and clean the kitchen and clean the bathroom, because my repulsion at things that are like slightly smelly or slightly dirty is just through the roof. I was gagging earlier because I was in the kitchen and I happened to smell Tucker's biscuits from across the room. I'm so easily repulsed that I can't even clean it. I can't even do the washing up. I know that sounds like such an excuse, like just to get out of doing the washing up, but I want nothing more than a clean, nice smelling house right now. But I just can't do it, and it's just like such an overwhelming, disgusting, repulsive feeling. I had a full-on meltdown, crying. I tried to do the washing up because I felt so bad and so useless. I hadn't done anything today. The smells of everything are just so overpowering. That got significantly better. I thought, it's all over now. I'm reaching 12 weeks. Things are only going to get better. I'm not going to feel icky and sick and repulsed by stuff anymore, thank goodness. And it's still better. Like, I'm still managing to eat more. Dinner last night, normally I would have loved it, and I ate it, but I had to make myself eat it. I didn't want to, and the smell of it. It's weird because my brain, I'm like, I like this smell. I normally would like this smell, but it was just disgusting to me. But it actually kind of came back with a vengeance, my repulsion. I don't know what to call it, repulsive instinct. I was at the kitchen. Kitchen and bathroom is my biggest trigger. I think there's just inevitably smells in those areas, and I associate it with food and bins and toilets. I mostly have been trying to avoid going to the kitchen at all, honestly. I walked in the kitchen last night and I looked at the floor and I just noticed that the floor was a bit dirty and I needed to hoover, and just that, I was like heaving. I feel like I have a phobia of like dirt and smells, but one that is so strong that I can't do anything about it because I can't go near the dirt. I don't feel like this is a weird pregnancy craving, but I'm obsessed with chocolate milk, in particular this new Outpro high protein chocolate milk. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking this much chocolate milk, but it's high protein, so that's my excuse. My hair definitely went through a growth spurt. It's always grown quick and was long before I got pregnant, but it definitely had a big like boof spurt. But the quality of my hair just seemed to go down. It just felt a bit more dried out and tired. I'm excited about the changes in my body. I want my body to change even more. I feel like my body's already changed massively. I guess I notice it more because it's my body. In 2 days time I have my first scan. I'm so excited. I'm really excited but also nervous because obviously it's, you want to go there and everything to be fine and well, and hopefully it will be, but you never know. So I am nervous, but I'm mostly very, very, very excited. I can't wait. I tried not to, but I have been wishing the weeks away, just getting to this day. I'm so excited.
Is it these? No, they're probably.
I just want one. That's both. That's your feet. That's to the side. Which are these ones?
You can't just do those ones, I'm telling you.
Whose car is this? Well, you're the one asking me.
Right, point that towards your window.
Yeah, no, but nothing's coming
God.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, it says X-ray / radiology.
over the mains.
Come, stop staring at that dog. I know he's a very good boy, but baby was dancing around all over the place.
Yeah.
Really jumping about, moving his little arms, and it was amazing. I was like actually speechless. I didn't know what to say. It was up until that point, like maybe my periods have just stopped and I've eaten too many potatoes and it's just gonna show up like a big roast potato, big jacket potato in there.
It sort of did a dance. It was like, and it's moving its arms around, and it's mind blowing.